this type of adversity at this stage, right? And the postseason experience, playing in weather, which sucked for them too as an offense. But that defense fixed a lot of problems in the postseason, especially in the red area, as we say from New England. So I take a lot of positives away. Felt like gravy, house money, in a way that few Patriots Super Bowls have. I hate to say it.
Yeah, I think what these guys are going to go through and what they've done is they have set kind of like a standard organizationally. Here's how we do things. We do things here at a high level. Now, it might not turn into wins right away. There may be some more strife and strain to come. Who knows what becomes of the Kansas City Chiefs? What are the Baltimore Ravens going to morph into? I wonder if they're going to surge backwards, only because that's a lot of change down there. And, you're asking a quarterback who can be a little finicky to ride through some tough times with a new head coach potentially. What the hell does Joe Brady do in Buffalo? There's probably more unknown in the AFC than there is the known. The one thing we do know, though, is that New England will not be the favorite in the AFC going into the season in terms of getting back to the Super Bowl. I think they'll probably end up being like third or fourth on the odds list, whenever it's all said and done, because I think other teams are going to be really, really aggressive. And while New England can be, I wonder how selective they're going to be in terms of how do they go about adding depth to this roster in free agency without going out and spending $30 million a year like you did on Milton Williams.
Well, I think they're going to be pretty aggressive, as they should be, in this Drake May rookie salary window. And yes, the defending AFC champion, the schedule's going to be tougher and everybody's going to be gunning for you. But I look forward to watching this team every week with Mike Vrabel leading them and Drake May at the helm after making that run. I just think there's going to be a little bit of a confidence and a swagger. They're going to be a tough out every week, just like these other motherfuckers,
No,
So
I totally agree.
Confident, and you brought it up right out of the gate. To learn from that type of adversity early on, you could, we talk about it with UFC fighters all the time, a loss being just such a valuable tool. Bilal Muhammad got his ass beat by Jeff Neal back in the day. Cody, don't cut that up. And then he won 10 straight and won the belt. So, sometimes it's a good thing. I'm really happy for Michael Chiesa, who's a UFC fighter and a Seattle Seahawks fan, and some others. Like Mina Kimes, I have great respect for her, and I think she's a Seahawks fan, and she has a lot of love for Drake May and made a really good case for him as MVP, but I digress. But yeah, in terms of moving forward, are there any particular players? The Max Crosby thing, I just don't think Tom Brady lets that guy out of town and trades him to New England. I just think there's no way. We all want to talk about it like it's really going to happen. You don't really. He's the dude for me, though. He moves the needle in a whole different way. You put him next to Milton Williams, then maybe I'm wondering what my ring size is.
Well, I think there is another little underlying issue that the NFL has to work through before we really start slinging trades, and that is, I don't know if you heard about this, but they're going to vote on